This is new. Why would you build an android that needs to eat and breathe? I don't think the Empire is actively looking for more mouths to feed. It seems Mara made me a cheese sandwich. I can't really complain though. I like cheese. Well, I know everything about androids up until the 4th generation. I had to study them so I could get my job. But you're a new model. You're not even up for sale, or at least that's what Yoko said. Anyway, having to eat human food is really weird, even for a latest generation android. I can also sweat, and my eyes can produce tears and more. You're not actually a cyborg, are you? I can expect anything from Yoko. No, I'm sure. Oh yes, as I was saying before you interrupted me, so you could complain, I've been reading some of your books. I see you're very into fantasy. Yeah, I like it. It helps me unwind a little bit. Maybe they're trying to simulate a quirky personality and that's why she's acting this way. Perhaps they gave her random features. There was one book that caught my interest. It's called... Hey, do you use personality features? You know, like the old models? I don't know what those are. And as far as I know, I don't? Then where does your personality come from? I doubt you're just a mere companion android. Hey, were you listening to me? What's this all about? What's wrong with my company? No, there's nothing bad about it, but you're an android, right? Are you really going to stay here just to talk with me? It's quite a boring task. Nobody forced me to live with you. Of course they did. I bought you. I even have to feed you, just like a pet. That's enough. Don't compare me to a dog. Nobody feeds me. I eat because I need to, and I was the one who made that sandwich. I'm the one feeding you. An android like you makes no sense. I mean, your programming. Everything is fake. Humans are machines too. You're not any better than me. I never said that. Humans have to follow their biology. That's true. But there's a great range of variation. A machine, their code is there, unmoving, unchanging. Humans are chaotic, unrestricted. It doesn't matter how good you are at emulating us. What are you even talking about? I just want to enjoy my food. I just don't think you're a 4th gen. Your behavior's so strange. If you don't want me here, you shouldn't have bought me then. Maybe you're just another defective android. I'm not broken. Alright, sorry. You don't have to look at me like that. I was talking about that book you have on your shelf. It's called Humanist Manifesto. You don't really believe that, do you? Maybe. All those books? And you had to pick that one? Yes, and I didn't like it. It's full of hate. It's required reading at school. That's why I have it. It's not like I believe what it says. She seems really concerned and I understand why. I don't think any android could ever like that book. Mara gets closer to me, takes my right hand and looks at the scar. You have their mark. They forced me to do it. You said it was required reading. Why? Humanism is our official religion. You didn't know anything about that? During all these years, my family never mentioned a religion based on hatred of my kind. Years. Can I know how old you are? I don't know. I was manufactured 4 years ago, I think. Or maybe 5. My memories are a bit blurry. That's a lot for a new android. Or should I say, you're definitely not new. What about you? You're clearly older than 4. I'm 29. Then you really are old. Whatever you say. Anyway, they're just a group of fanatics. They won't do anything to you. They don't hate all androids. They claim humans are the only perfect machine. Every other one's there to serve them. How can you argue that? I mean, they're not totally wrong. So you do believe it? No, times change. It's a really old book, and machines keep getting more and more sophisticated. Maybe one day I'll find a machine equal to a human, but until that day comes, the book is right. You have one right in front of you. We'll see. And what about the cuts? Did it hurt? Of course they did. They do it because androids don't bleed. Or at least they didn't back when they wrote that book. I told you it's ancient. It was just propaganda they wrote to motivate a bunch of workers who were losing their jobs. That was a long time ago, and nowadays we only keep the spiritual parts of the religion. The government just uses it as an excuse, nothing else. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. You have no reason to be afraid. You're my property, so nobody can hurt you. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It doesn't really matter. The government... Wait a second. What are you wearing? They're yours. I picked the ones I like the most. I know they're mine. But didn't you have your own set of clothes? You don't really think I'm going to keep using my factory clothing, do you? Well, I do. It's not like I have a lot of clothes. Nor variety. I had to manage with what I had available. I'll only keep this one, so don't worry. Everything else is still yours. Thank you for it. I have to say, this android simulation is outstanding. Going from religious topics to talk about clothes isn't as an easy task for a machine. If I hadn't brought her, I'd have trouble guessing if she was a human or a robot. Did you like your sandwich? It was a cheese sandwich. So what? I liked it. Are you happy now? Yes. Why don't you tell me about your day at that interesting job of yours? It sounded fun. To be honest, I was thinking of watching TV for a bit. Not watching TV for one night won't kill you. Hey, can you give me a spare key? I want to go outside. She just won't shut up. I don't really have any problem with her living here, but I also need some peace and quiet from time to time. Sure. I like to go out for walks. Every time I do, I feel full of energy. I didn't get to go out often at my last home. Alright, fine. I'll give you one eventually. Is it really that hard to get one? Do you really want me to go now? Can't you just wait one night? You're really annoying. Did you know that? I tune into the news channel on TV before I can hear Mara's grumbling. I'll get a spare key tomorrow. Why exactly did you buy me? Why are you asking that? Do you expect me to just stay silent the whole time? Yes, even if just for a few seconds. I turn off the TV. Mara isn't like Elaine, and it doesn't seem like she'll let me rest. I think she's got a point though. I already bought her here, so it'll be best if I made an effort to use her. This is so strange. Making an effort for a machine? It's always been the other way around, with them working for me. You've changed. Changed? What are you talking about? You barely know me. I thought it'd be fun to be with you. Okay then. Can you tell me what you even want me to do? Why are you so mean to me? I'm already here, so I thought we could do something together. I'm not saying this to bother you. You just want me to be here. What's the point of that? I'm sorry. Come on. Let's go to the roof. Really? Yeah, let's go. She seems to be in a better mood now. I don't really know what we're supposed to do upstairs, but at least I can enjoy the view from there. We take the building's infuriating slow elevator to the rooftop. There's a locked door in our way, but thankfully I own a master key from the Hoplon sec. We stand close to the ledge and finally spend a few minutes in silence. The city's so pretty. You mean the district? The city changes a lot from one district to another and goes out way further than you can see. Where'd you live? I don't remember the name. All I remember is that we hardly ever saw the outside world. I could see the sky from an indoor patio where I used to walk. That place had white walls. They were pretty, but lifeless. You just can't compare it to this. Are you sure it was a family? That sounds more like a secret facility or a laboratory. It was a lab, but that doesn't matter. My parents were scientists. My siblings, other androids. Still, I prefer to call them my family. Let's change the subject. Do you like this place? She still has memories of that? I'm starting to feel sorry for her. Of course. What about the people? Do you like them? I can't complain. What about that old android you had? You exchanged us for a reason. Now that you've gotten to know me, what do you think? Was she better or worse than me? How do you know that? I don't know, but it doesn't matter now. You're here. I saw her manual in your desk. You know, I think you should go out somewhere with me. I should. Aren't you supposed to ask me? Where do you want to go? I'm not sure. I don't know this city. Take me someplace you like. I'll think about something. Why don't you tell me more about your family? I find it weird that you still have memories of them. Why don't you tell me more about your family? I find it weird that you still have memories of them. How was your life over there? Pretty normal. I lived with other androids and we went to classes and had to pass tests and inspections. We had days off where I'd go for a walk. Everything was nice but strange. They sometimes move us from one facility to another in some kind of trailer. But I don't know why. All the scientists and professors were the same ones every time. And even all those different places always looked the same. Who were they? I mean, which company? I don't know. They never told me. They acted like we were all a family and we were there to learn, like it was something normal. I never really fell for it, but I think my siblings did. I'm beginning to feel curious about Mara's creator. She's a strange android without a real task, and that makes me feel uneasy. I've got to question her about it. Well, I think we should sleep for now. We've got the entire weekend to talk about wherever you want. Whatever you want, okay? Alright. Would you mind if I sleep with you? I don't like the couch. Okay. We go back inside and get the futon ready. I give one of my pajamas to Mara. I'm not sure why, but since she's already wearing my clothes, it's not a big deal if she wears one of my pajamas. You really like to talk, don't you? I need some peace and quiet from time to time. It's not like you bother me, but just saying. That's because I feel a bit nervous. Nervous? Yes, it's dumb. When I feel nervous a lot, I talk a lot. I just wanted you to like me and look determined. You were nervous because of me? Whatever. She just nods once again. It's almost like she's blushing. Now that I see her in my pajamas, she looks pretty cute. These latest generation androids seem to be fairly squishy. I brush one of my fingers against her skin. What are you doing? You're really soft. What are you made of? I don't know. Forget about it. Let's go to bed. We finally get into my bed, although we barely managed to fit inside of my tiny futon, and the fact that we kept trying not to get too close to each other doesn't help either. Hey, where are we going tomorrow? I don't know. The fridge is almost empty. Why don't we go grocery shopping? You can give me my key then. We don't have to. I can order them online. Why are you so interested in that key? Are you planning to leave? I won't, but when you put it that way, it sounds as if I were in prison. Alright, that sounded bad. I'll give it to you tomorrow. Mara doesn't say a word after that. Maybe she's fallen asleep. Perhaps I'd best try getting off to sleep too. Silence. 11 days before the incident. And can you offer me proof of your existence? How can you, when neither modern science nor philosophy can explain what life is? Ghost in the Shell, 1995. The smell. It's pouring outside, and I'm completely drenched. Everything's dark and blurry, but I can still make out a few shapes. My vision improves for a few seconds, and I manage to see a sequence of images. I'm running through a metal bridge, the rubber of my boots squeaking against the wet iron. I suddenly come to a halt. I can see something. Someone. I hear a scream. It's my own voice. Don't do it. 3 quick gunshots, one after another. Bodies collapse to the floor and I drop my gun. I can see a trail of blood in the water, but it's not coming from them, but me instead. My right hand is wounded, bleeding. I wake up sweating and coverless. It was just a nightmare. Mara's still in the bed sheets. She's still asleep, so I get myself ready before waking her up. I take a shower and pour myself a bowl of cereal. I don't think I'll bother her. She looks pretty cute when she's sleeping. I can barely recognize myself. I'm taking care of an android all over again. I'd better learn how she works. A part of me knows she's just an android, but another one is starting to forget and it pisses me off. I stare at her while I eat my cereal and turn on the TV. Once I'm done, to see if she wakes up. It doesn't seem to work. I have an idea. I'll go out, pick up her key, and give it to her once she wakes up. That way she won't pester me about going out again. It shouldn't take too long. I'll go down the elevator and walk to the closest tech support booth. It's terribly cold outside. Okay, so it seems to be on, so let's click to read latest news. After the defeat on the Eastern Front 2 weeks ago, the defense troops have successfully rallied and launched a strong counterattack against the hacker menace. With this offense, Fort Oscott, a key point in the defense of the northern border, has been retaken. General Madden suspects that the fort may have been connected to the network of tunnels under the desert, which could help the effort to find the main headquarters of the enemy army. Tensions with the ETU are increasing after the latest tariff increases on multiple Imperial products in response to the Empire's military actions in the territories bordering the European Union. The Imperial Diplomatic Group is still in negotiations with the European General Council to find a solution to the problems caused by the conflict and to avoid worsening our already complicated relationship. The Minister of Foreign Affairs suffered another failed attack yesterday on his way to a meeting with the Emperor. Several motorbikes tried to attack his armored transport, but failed and their riders were killed in the attempt. Unfortunately, at the same time, his house was raided and his daughter is now missing. It is believed that she may have been in the house at the time and been abducted by the raiders. It has not yet been confirmed, but it is suspected that those responsible for this attack may be members of the terrorist group Red Moon, which seeks independence for the Japanese refugee district. Unable to contact the landlord at this moment. Okay, so that seems to be the only thing. Codec. Unable to contact. No, that's not what I meant. Ah. I put my card inside, and after less than a minute of waiting, the machine gives me a copy. I feel like such a lazy bones for not doing it before. It was so easy. The hard part was to get motivated. Oh, damn it. I wish it would go back.